You're watching the Seafood News Weekly video brought to you by the latest issue of Urner Barry's Reporter magazine. The fall 2021 issue is out now, and it takes a deep dive into soaring farm to fork costs that have triggered global price shocks. Get your copy by visiting urnerberry.com/reporter. I'm Urner Barry News Assistant Georgia Nigro.
And I'm Urner Barry staff writer Ryan Doyle. In our top story, U.S. Customs and Border Protection is asking for more time in its case with a pair of shipping subsidiaries of American Seafoods. The shipping companies are arguing that if the CPB is provided with more time to decide, it will keep 26 million pounds of frozen seafood currently sitting in Bayside, New Brunswick, Canada, stalled for even longer, further impacting the Pollock firms involved in the case. For the latest on the Jones Act Pollock case, check out seafoodnews.com.
In other news, crabbers in the Bering Sea are urging the North Pacific Fishery Management Council to move immediately to protect crab stocks. The Alaska Bering Sea Crabbers Association has brought the issue of bycatch and unobserved mortality to the table in the past, but alarm bells are louder than ever. Crabbers are asking that all sectors, including their own, reduce fishing impacts on crab through avoiding closed areas, ramping up hotspot reporting among skippers in the fleet, and reducing mortality by limiting the amount of time crab are on deck and by gently returning them to the water.
Meanwhile, August shrimp imports continued the string of monthly records seen thus far in 2021, but the 196.7 million pounds of shrimp imported in August marked a monthly import record. Year-to-date, imports sit at 1.25 billion pounds, up 23.7% from last year, and within earshot of piercing 2 billion pounds and shattering last year's record of 1.65 billion pounds. Both India and Vietnam also hit monthly import records into the U.S., importing about 81 million pounds and 28 million pounds, respectively.
And finally, the Marine Stewardship Council believes the momentum for sustainable seafood continued to grow during the coronavirus pandemic as consumers opted for a record-breaking number of Blue Label products in 2020 and in 2021. Figures released on October 5th, which were featured in the MSC's annual report, show that the volume of independently certified sustainable seafood sold with the MSC label increased nearly 6% between April 2020 and March 2021. In all, nearly 1.3 million metric tons of MSC labeled seafood were sold globally, compared with 1.2 million metric tons the year before.
And that's the guacamole. Subscribe to our channel below and be sure to head over to seafoodnews.com or visit the Seafood tab in Comtel for a comprehensive look at the latest market and industry news.
And don't forget to listen to a new episode of the Seafood News podcast released on Spotify, SoundCloud, and iTunes every week. Thank you for watching.